Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Boy, are you in for a surprise. All my returning viewers, you know how we do, so let's get it on. Today, I guess there's only one left to do in this series, so it's going to be the Altos, and we're just going to run it. Let's run it. Here we are, the Altos, Olmeca Altos 100% Agave Reposado Tequila, coming in at 40% alcohol, 40% alcohol by volume. It is hand-picked, at least they say. There's your master distiller's signature. The number on the bottle. That's not handwritten, but who cares? Here on the back, you've got stuff you don't really need to see. That's more important than that information. There we go. Produced and bottled. There you go. Jalisco. Isn't it the same thing as the Cazadores? Which was not as bad as I thought it might be. But hey, let's get a pour on, shall we? It's got a nice, I believe that to be actual wood. Maybe composite. It's got like a plastic cap in it. They just basically put this, it kind of feels like wood. Who cares? Let's just get to the point why everybody's here. That's good. We'll go with that. It's got an interesting bottle. It's got like a sort of like a ruffly effect. There we go. Alto Reposado, 6 to 8 months rested in whiskey barrels, ex-whiskey barrels, white American and ex-bourbon. There you go. So specifically stating that it is ex-bourbon, ex-whiskey, white American, 6 to 8 months. Maybe they did one or the other for 6 months, and maybe they did. I'll make the decision here in a moment. So distillery is in Los Altos, or maybe that is, bro. I don't know. I had next to nothing coming off of this, so. For everybody who's tuning in for the first time for this channel, I do a three episode. Hold on, sorry. I do a 3-part episode to my whiskeys, wines, libations of sorts reviews. Episode 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, pour it in the glass, have my first impression, and share it with you because that's what we're here to do. Part 2 is called Full Review, where we're at here today. I'll drink it down halfway, let it sit for a week, whatever may come. You know, life has a way of dictating what's happening. But I go online, I find out as little information as possible, I bring it back to you, try to expand it into something interesting. We talk about it, I score it, we continue to drink it, because part 3, all the way down here, final pour time, we have our final pour, thusly named, and we compare it to the first pour, off the rip, and everything in between. So again, this is a 375. I could smell it a foot away at least. It's got a pretty pungent but prominent, there's a sweetness, spice, caramel, grapefruit, orange, citrus, allspice, nutmeg. I don't know about the nutmeg, but I don't know. Mr. Randy cooks too, so I might do a cooking channel one day. I have abandoned my coffee channel. I just got so much going on, and I'm pouring everything into the Wine and Spirits channel because it's so easy. This is so much easier because I got to be in the kitchen in the mornings doing this stuff. I mean, I don't, but I don't want to drink coffee in the evening or afternoon. The cooking channel would be just as much or more work. This is easy. I sit, I drink, I record, I blah, 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 frickety blah. And here we are on the nose. Yes, there is citrus, there's orange, there's grapefruit, cooked agave, absolutely. Some allspice. I'll let that slide. Nutmeg, I don't know. We're not going to touch that one, so we're moving on. Let's get that acclamation pour out of the way. Interesting. I think we may have saved the best tequila for last in this little little run here. We've done these three. We've done the Cazadores, the Jimador, and then the Altos. We may have saved the best for last. So I did pay just over $16 out the door for this 375 milliliter bottle. So the standard 750 bottle is going to get you about $25 to $35 in my area. Maybe less, maybe more in yours. Let me know in the comments. Love to know. Let's get one more on there. That's got some pretty good viscosity. Yeah, it's got some pretty good viscosity. Transferred pretty well in the mouth. I am getting some salted caramel. There's also orange and maybe grapefruit. I'm a little conflict, perplexed, kerfluffled, whatever. It's kind of a 50-50 orange and grapefruit. Allspice, okay, we'll give it that much too on the palate. Let's go ahead and get the finish on. It must be lunchtime because the cat is making noise. He does that. He's smart. He does that to let me know he's out there and he wants his food. He's a butthole, but he's my butthole. So on the finish, you're getting lots of tingliness, some numbness. A lot of the flavor characters on the profile sort of dissipate in a moderately short amount of time, but it's not too short, but not hanging on too long. There's a lot more of effect in the finish than the flavor. See, there are some tequilas, there's some libations, such as the El Jimador, which is called, I call it a through and through. Off the rip, halfway point, final pour, it's going to be pretty much the same through and through. It might take a step down from off the rip to the final. It might take a step down, take a step down, take a step down, but it stays true. Nothing about this changes except for maybe the intensity turns down a notch. And that's fine by me. Some things should just never be discussed. We won't discuss that one. This one was a little bit rough off the rip, got better on the full review. Now these are the full reviews. We'll come back for the final pour. Hopefully we can get the final pour done before I get out of here. I've literally got a couple of days. I was thinking about letting these things sit for another week, but I don't have another week unless I take them with me on the road. The finish is still got some cheeks and gums, and everything's about a 1, except for the tongue. Tongue tapped out a while ago. Cheeks, gums, back end, about a 1. Lingering just lightly, not bad. Doesn't overstay its welcome. The only downside is all the flavors sort of dissipate rather quickly. Now, let's do the score, shall we? Let's put a score on it. So this is roughly about a $25 for a full 750. It does give you some information. 6 to 8 months in whiskey in white American ex-bourbon barrels. Not too much clarification on which is what and how much of when and why, but some information is better than none. At least it's there. I think it has an interesting flavor profile. The nose is pretty good too. I would say where this fails, on my own opinion, where this fails is the finish. I don't want to say it's a fail. I just want to say that it's a little bit lacking in my own opinion. It's a little bit lacking because the nose is good. The palate's fine. The finish, it's less than I expected because of the nose and the palate. I think it's just fine. Absolutely. So let's score it, shall we? Solid 3 out of 5. I think a solid 3 out of 5 would fit this just fine. My fair price, I'll leave it alone. Because for everything this is, the whole experience for this Altos, $25. Well, this was just over 16. If you're getting a full 750, 25-ish. I think that's shelf. That's shelf, right? So it'd probably be $30 for the 750 out the door. So for $30 for a standard bottle of this out the door, I would say, yeah, that's fine. My fair price, that's fine. I think it'd be more appealing at 25 out the door. But 30 out the door is just fine. It's a good experience. It's better than the unmentionable over there facing the wall. My fair price, we did that. Buy again? I would definitely have no problem buying this again. If this was an option and it was the best option, of course, you choose this. Would I buy it again? Sure. If it was on sale, definitely buy one for like the storage. For like the, put in the closet for your stash. As Ralphie says, you gotta get one in a stash. If you got something decent at a good price, put it away in your stash. Just buy one, put it away in your stash. So here's a little something special extra we're gonna do. Out of the 3 in this line series, the El Jimador, the Cazadores, and the Altos, let's rank them, shall we? Number 1, Altos. Number 2, El Jimador. Number 3, Cazadores. The reason why the Altos outbeat the Jimador is because the Altos has a little bit more character. It has a little bit more robustness. This is middle of the road, playing it safe kind of thing. From the off the rip, from the middle point to the final pour, we haven't got to the final pour, but I'm pretty dang sure El Jimador is going to be a through and through whiskey. It's only turned down a slight notch from the off the rip to the middle. From the middle to the bottom, I'm guessing it's only going to be as much of a down as everything else. It's a through and through. I'm calling it a through and through. Altos has more robustness. It has more flavor, character, profile, a little bit more. Even though the finish is a little bit, it's, it is what it is. It's better off the rip, gets okay-ish, and mellows out on the middle part. Probably going to be down on the final pour. Cazadores, a little rough around the edges off the rip, mellows out in the middle. Probably going to be just a little smidge turned down from off the rip. But I still stand by what it is. I would rather have a little more robustness than something. I mean, this is playing it safe. This is like a safety. You're just playing it safe through the whole bottle. This, you're going to get better, okay, and meh, most likely. Cazadores was like, okay, a little rough. That's not that bad. And it's probably going to be okay. So there, that is. We're not talking about that one over there. If you're still here, go ahead and, do me a favor. In the comment section, tell me where you're at. Tell me what you're drinking. I'd love to know what's going on around you in the world of libations. Have you tried an Altos? Have you tried any of these? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Calling it a good one.